Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Flint Hatchet, and this is the Better as Possible podcast. Tune in each and every Monday, 10 p.m., and tune in each and every Thursday to the Better as Possible show on BFM 109.6, 10 p.m., man. Hey, started with a podcast, turned into a radio show. Big blessing, no stressing. What's going on? Tell a friend, tune in each and every Monday. This is the Better as Possible podcast. Man, it feels good to be back, bro. I know y'all can see the energy. I know y'all can feel the vibes. I know you can feel the vibes. I can still feel the love. Whew. Man, that boy came back from COVID. Ooh. Hey, I wanted God, let's just be honest. Tune in right now. Tell your friends. Tune into the Better as Possible podcast. Hey, just being honest, thank God, man. I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm blessed. But man, COVID is a beast, right? COVID is a beast. It's truly something that you shouldn't take lightly. I'm blessed to be in a position where, I've experienced it and, bounce back 100%. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. It affects people differently. In the 2 weeks that I was down, 2.5 weeks that I was down, there were multiple people and close to me, family members, distant family members that passed or experienced COVID within that little time frame, right? Like people were dying during the process, right? And I say that to say this, like, please take it serious. Please take it serious. What's going on, brother? Thank you for tuning in to the Better as Possible podcast. But yes, please take it serious when it comes down to COVID. Like I said, I've had my experience, not the best. I thank God that I'm okay, that my family's okay. But in that short period of time where I was down, 2.5 weeks, I had friends lose their parents. I had cousins. I had family members. I had friends that experienced it, either got COVID or had somebody in their family to lose their life to it, right? So please take it serious. Take it serious. I'm not the person who's going to tell you, hey, you need to get the shots or anything of that nature. But what I will say is take it serious for not only you, but for your family, for your friends. That's my take on COVID, man. I'm just happy to be here. You get what I'm saying, man? Better as possible. True story. Now we got us a show, and we got a special guest today. We got us a lot to talk about. And when I say a lot to talk about, man, football's back. And if you in the Atlanta area, you already know, man. What it is. Football is borderline religion. If you're from the South, it's borderline religion, man. So I'm happy to have college football back. I'm happy to have Florida State. I think we're gonna go to the national. All right, I'm lying. I don't think that we're gonna go to the national championship. I just hope that we do not have a losing season. Let's just be honest. We starting off the season with Notre Dame. Big game. Hopefully them boys be able to step up to the plate and do something. Please, y'all. All right. Other big news, man. You got Clemson and Georgia playing out in North Carolina. I think this year is Georgia's year. I know, and I ain't gonna stay on sports too long. Y'all can tune in on Thursday for Better as Possible show, or we talk a lot of sports. But I think that this year is Georgia's year. Let me just be completely honest with you. This is the first time that they have, in a long time, that they have everything gelled together, right? If we be completely honest, and if y'all, my sports fans, my real sports fans out there, if we're being completely honest, Georgia is stacking up, looking like an Alabama when it comes to their recruiting, right? Looking like Alabama a little bit. They have a stable running backs, great receivers, great tight ends, offensive line looks good, have a stud quarterback. Defense is stopped. This may be their year. You should expect a good game when it comes to that Georgia and Clemson game. I don't know who's going to pull it off, but I think that if Georgia pulls this one off, even if they lose, but they show good face, man, you might be looking at a national championship for UGA. Yeah, I said it right here on the Better as Possible podcast. You might be looking at a national championship for UGA. We shall see, right? In other news, we're going to talk about the fight. Y'all, if y'all did see it, mixed emotions when it comes down to the fight. I'll just be completely honest. Mixed emotions, but we do have a special guest tonight that's going to discuss that with me, Dr. Drew. Just drop that right there, man. Dr. Drew's going to tune in, and we're going to talk about this Jake Paul fight. Is he a villain? Is he a genius? Is he the Mad Hatter? Can Tyron Woodley really box? A lot of questions that need some answers. This is Better as Possible podcast. We're going to talk about it. And it's way bigger than boxing, which is good. So we're going to talk about it. Denise Davis in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for tuning into the Better as Possible podcast. With that being said, your boy is back. I'm 100%. Feeling good, feeling great, feeling blessed, right? COVID had me down for a little bit, but I'm back on track, man. And with that being said, I told people during a post, I put it out there that one thing about COVID, man, it strips a lot of things away from your life, right? One, you're quarantined, so it takes your freedom away for a little bit. What's up, Eastside Delacroix in the building? Easy Breedings. Ooh! One of the main sponsors for the Better as Possible podcast, Easy Breedings. Oh man, thank you for tuning in. COVID takes your freedom away, right? In a sense, right? Because you're quarantined, you're away from your family members. You can't. You can't be around your family, your friends, because the fear of getting them sick and possibly causing them to be in a worse situation than what you currently are in, man, it's not worth it, right? So you got quarantine. You got, boy, COVID ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. Yes, I'm just getting over it, right? I'm just getting over it. Quarantine. Couldn't breathe. It was on my chest. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't even take a deep breath, right? Of course, sense and smell, taste, all of that. So you go on a doggone 2.5 week fast that you didn't even ask for. You didn't even ask for that. You thought you talking about a diet? Everything tastes horrible. Just being completely honest. Water tastes like it got syrup in it. And I ain't talking like Kool-Aid, right? Seasoning tastes like the movie Sixth Sense when he had like extreme senses. That's how you feel. You hurting, it hurts 10 times worse. You can't breathe, 10 times worse, right? You can't eat. If you eat, it tastes 10 times. Even your favorite foods. My favorite foods, I was scared to eat them because I did not want to not like them. I had McDonald's, y'all. It tastes like cardboard. I will never eat McDonald's again. Yes, that's how serious it is. I will never eat McDonald's again. It was that bad. It tastes like trash. Can't do it. Right? Can't do it. So with having that experience where it feels like everything is stripped away from you. You're not able to fully function like you want to. You feel weak. You feel the body aches. You feel all of those things transpiring, right? You want to get up. You want to work out. You want to stretch. Stretching, boy, I stretched and got lightheaded up out there, man. It was because I was just, I was weak, right? So last episode we talked about it. If you haven't checked out the last episode, make sure you check out the Get Right pack, right? And it's natural vitamins, it's natural elderberry sauce, elderberry vitamins, zinc, things of that nature where you can help prevent these situations. You help get yourself better. Vitamin C, vitamin D, making sure that you're taking those things, proper precautions to be in a better space, right? But now that I'm feeling better, right? I feel like I'm 100% mentally, physically. I feel like I'm 100%. Maybe I'm not, right? Because this morning I got up and ran, and my chest started hurting again, right? So had to walk it out. But now that I'm in a better space, I told y'all, 75 hard. I have to get it, right? Sometimes you got to challenge yourself. Sometimes you got to appreciate the little things. And I don't want you guys to have to go through a situation where you have COVID, then you appreciate the little things that are around you. And what I mean by just being able to go walking, being able to work out, eating healthy, playing with your children, things of those nature, hanging out with family members. Don't wait till you're in a situation where it's all stripped away from you and then you start appreciating it. Appreciate it now. I'm just telling you from experience, because I started looking at things a whole lot different when you're looking at your family members and everybody looking at you like you got the plague, right? They don't really want to be around you. They're scared to be around you. And all they want to do is say, hey, we're going to pray for you, right? You want to be in a better position. So just from my experience, letting you guys know, man, it's nothing to play with. But when you have those opportunities, you get better, appreciate it, but continue to better yourself. So I'm challenging myself to complete this challenge when it comes down to 75 hard. 75 hard, drinking a gallon of water, 2 workouts a day, 45-minute outside, 45-minute inside, reading 10 pages of books, right? Getting that knowledge. And no cheat meals, right? Focus on a good diet and no cheat meals. This is personal for me. I've tried this multiple times, and I know I'm not the only one who's tried to set a goal and failed, right? I'm honest. I'm not perfect, right? I failed numerous amount of times when it came down to me trying to do this 75 hard. Having things stripped away from me put me in a position where it's just like, man, you have to take it more personal. You can't quit when it gets hard. You can't have a situation where, hey, I'm gonna make an excuse for why I can't complete these tasks, right? Too many times. Over 10 times. I'll be completely honest. I've tried this over 10 times and I failed. Every time I failed, and I said, you know what? I'm going to keep on trying. All right? Why do you keep on trying? Because it's personal. It means something, right? How can I tell my children, being honest, right? How can I tell my children, or how can I tell somebody that better is possible or they can achieve their goals? But when I reach a mountain, 75 hard, which is the mountain right now, I keep on failing. What I will be able to tell somebody is I failed many times, but I never gave up. All right? I failed plenty of times, but I never gave up. You possibly going through the same thing, right? You're possibly failing at something. As long as you got breath in your body, man, you got opportunity, right? You got opportunity. As long as you got breath in your body, you got opportunity. And that's what I'm learning with this. This is why it's so personal, right? I got opportunity. For those 2 weeks, it felt like my opportunities were being stripped away from me. Did I feel like I was going to be in a position where I could lose my life, something of that nature? No. I pray, I believe what I was praying for, and I told myself I was going to be an overcomer 2 days in, right? I told myself I'm going to be an overcomer, right? I know some people aren't as fortunate, but it is a mental game too, right? And you got to believe that, hey, it's possible for me I can overcome these obstacles. And whatever you're facing in life, you can overcome these obstacles. 75 hard right now is one of the obstacles that Flint Hatchet is facing, and I'm going to overcome it, right? So, with that being said, in 73 days, it's going to be my birthday. So this one is very personal because I want to achieve this goal for my birthday. That's like my birthday present for me, right? You guys tuned in. I want you guys to hold me accountable. I don't know what you guys got going on, but I challenge you to find something that you want. Set a goal. It doesn't have to be 75 hard like Flint. It doesn't have to be 75 hard like Flint. But I want you to strive for something more, something bigger than you. You know you got goals, you know you got dreams, you got aspirations, right? You got breath in your body, go get it. Go get it. It doesn't necessarily have to be 75 hard. That's my goal that I gotta accomplish for myself. That's me. I gotta accomplish that for myself. But you know that you want to write a book. Denise Davis, I know that you're a singer. Gabby, you're a wonderful mother. You're a great teacher. I know that there's something that you want to achieve. Easy Breedings, the best dogs in the nation, right? I know you want to continue to get better and produce some of the best dogs. I know you want to be, I know you're a great poet and you want to produce great albums. Dr. Drew, great philosopher. I know he wants to accomplish things. Daddy Hustle does t-shirts and he's great at it. I know that there's something that he wants to accomplish out of his business. He wants some success. Whatever it is, set you a goal. Set you a goal. I'm challenging y'all because, man, what we do on the Better Is Possible podcast, we get better each and every day, right? So you ain't got to tell me what it is, but I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you. I want to see you do better. I want to see you be the best you could possibly be. I don't want you to be in a situation where everything's stripped away from you, then you start appreciating it. I'm guilty. I've been in that situation. 2 weeks in bed, right? 103.8 fever, right? Having my son knocking on the door, wanting to come hang out with daddy, but I can't even play with my baby, right? Being in that situation, having it stripped away from me. Uncomfortable situation. But got goals, I got aspirations, I got something to live for. And I can't make any excuses on why I can't accomplish those goals, those dreams, those aspirations. You're part of the Better Is Possible family. Don't make no excuses. Don't make no excuses. You can set little goals, you can set big goals, but go get what you want out of life. Go get what you want out of life, y'all. It's worth it. It's worth it. So 75 hard, come November 11th, y'all gonna see a different Flint. Y'all gonna see a better Flint because I'm gonna accomplish this goal that I set out to do. All right? I'm gonna accomplish this goal that I set out to do. And come whatever date y'all set, y'all can hit me in the DMs, whatever the case. Yeah, y'all. Some of y'all got my number, man. Y'all can text me. Let me know what your goals are, and what's your deadline. Because if you need somebody to hold you accountable, I'll be that person. All right? We're one big family, and this is as better as possible. All right? We get better together. So if you guys got goals, you got dreams, you got aspirations, I'm challenging you. Go get it. Go make it happen. Let me know. Let your friends that are gonna hold you accountable. Not the yes friends, not the one who just you failed again, yeah you all right, no. The ones that's really gonna hold you accountable, who want to see you succeed more than they want to see you just pat you on that they just want to pat you on the back, right? Good job. No, they want to see you accomplish the goals that you set out to do. I don't know if it's writing a book, if it's teacher of the year, if it's best mother of the year. I don't know what y'all goals are, but I'm encouraging you to go get your goals, chase those goals. I really need to hear currently working on my master's. Hell yeah. I just started my second semester and I'm ready to quit. Ain't no way. Nah. Currently working on homework though. How to do this for my baby? I have to do this for my babies. Hell yeah, Gabby, bro, I'm proud of you. Family, I'm proud of you. You got this. I'm telling you right now, you got this. You're working on your masters. Hey, better as possible family. We got people who got some masters, right? They can tell you about the struggles. They can tell you that it's worth it to persevere. I'm proud of you. Continue to strive for it. Keep me posted. I'm rooting for you. I want to see you be successful, right? Currently working on getting my business credit generational wealth. Man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's why I love to hear. That's why I love to see. Gabby, you're going to be successful. Denise Davis, you're going to be successful, right? Y'all need me to hold you accountable? Hey, I will be texting y'all, hit y'all in DMs, whatever the case y'all need. I'm rooting for you. I want to see my family be successful. It's way bigger than us, right? It's way bigger than us. You have to be the example. Talking about it sounds good. Let's remember that. Talking about it sounds good, but putting forth the action and really accomplishing the goal leaves an everlasting impact. Leaves an everlasting impact. You can talk about it all day, but if you don't accomplish those goals, if you don't fully strive for it, if you don't go get it, all you will be is a talker, and that's what people will look at you. You have to look yourself in the mirror and know. You have to look yourself in the mirror and say, man, I was just talking about it, man. I really ain't want to go through the blood, sweat, the tears to really make my dream my reality. But if you put in forth the effort, each and every day, one slow step better than no steps. Let's be completely honest. Put forth the effort each and every day. Your kids going to appreciate it. Your family members will appreciate it. You will be the example, right? Of why, of how, of why they didn't give up, why they decided to keep on pushing forward, right? You will be that story in your family because Gabby got her master's, because Denise Davis went and got her business, right? Because Easy Breedings started breeding Frenchies and American Bullies, because Daddy Hustle decided to create a business for himself, for his family members, right? To one day be able to say that I was the one, right? And not in a selfish way, but I was the one who didn't quit. I was the one who really made my dreams come true. I was the one who told you I was going to be successful, and I'm successful because I never gave up. I wish you guys many blessings and much success. I know that you're going to be able to accomplish your goals. Don't quit for nothing, regardless of how hard it gets. 75 days, I'm going to keep on pushing, right? Gabby, this semester is going to be a success. It may be hard sometimes, but understand what's the motto, right? Better is possible. You're going to continue to get better. You're going to be successful. Denise Davis, your business is going to be a success. Your kids are going to be so proud of you, right? They're going to be so proud of you because you didn't quit. My mommy is a business owner. My mommy got her own business. How's that sound? Let that ring in your ears. Let that ring in your heart. And never quit, right? Boom, right? Boom. The business credit will allow me to own my first rental property. Come on now. Come on. Create that generational wealth because you deserve it. Some of y'all don't believe that y'all deserve it, and man, I'm not here to preach, but what I'm here to do, man, I'm just being completely honest with you. I'm being transparent with you. I'm being transparent with you. Man, I want to see my people win. I want to see my people be successful. And getting that rental property, man, can change it. Once you get one, boom, 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 boom. And your kids will forever be grateful. They'll forever be thankful. Gabby, once you walk across that stage, education is at a higher level for your kids. They can't make excuses. When you think about it, well, mommy did this. And that right there is powerful, right? That right there is powerful. That speaks volumes. When they can walk in the house and they see, boom, they see the hanging on the wall, right? It's hanging on the wall. I know, and quick story before we go to a commercial break. My father's from Pensacola, Florida, right? Came from the dirt. The mud, man, red clay, right? Railroad track red clay. Came from nothing. Welfare. Had to start working when he was like 12, right? Didn't have nothing. Had to start paying bills when he was 12, 13 years old. Helping his family pay bills, right? Came from nothing. Decided to go into the military. Became a sergeant major early, right? Became a sergeant major early. Climbed through the ranks, man. He had a goal, he had a dream, and he found success. When I walk into my house, when I go home to Grovetown, Georgia, I'm able to walk into our house and see a history book of sergeant majors, and my father's in that book. African American sergeant majors in the United States Army, right? Having a goal, going after, regardless of any situation, you make history. And knowing that I come from that, knowing that I come from somebody like that, knowing that I have a mother who had me at a young age but still found success, right? Still found success. Knowing that I come from that, how can I not be great? How can I not strive for something more? You guys, anybody listening to the Better Is Possible podcast, how can you not strive for more? Knowing where your people came from. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be ugly. You got breath in your body, you could change the narrative if it's a bad situation. If it's all right situation, you can make it better. If it's a better situation, you can make it even better. You can continue to be the greatest you could possibly be, regardless of what anybody says, regardless of how many obstacles come your way. You got this. Believe it. Love yourself like you're the most important person in the world, because you are. Go for what you want out of life. Get one of these. Take advantage of every opportunity that you have. Understand this. Understand this. So what's the motto? Better is possible, good is not enough. So why not be great? I love y'all, man. Oh, well, with that being said, man, Better is Possible podcast is brought to you by Easy Breedings. Easy Breedings hosts some of the best Frenchies and American Bullies in the South. Matter of fact, I'm shorting them, man. They the best. They the best in the nation, man. You talking about structure? Some of the best Frenchies you'll ever see. You talking about discipline, man? Got a trainer that's Eastside Delacroix does not play about his dogs. If you're not following him, you need to. Easy Breedings, Eastside Delacroix. Follow them right now. If you're not, you should be. You want some of the best Frenchies in the nation? Easy Breeding and Dream Team Kennel has them. Check them out. Get you a Frenchie. Get you an American Bully. Get you a micro bully if you want it. Because at the end of the day, man, yeah, they're the realest. They're the realest. Thank you for supporting the Better Is Possible podcast, Easy Breedings, and Dream Team Kennels, man. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Woo! With that being said, we had us a moment. And that's how it's supposed to be, man. This is Better Is Possible podcast. We get better each and every time. I'm rooting for my people, man. I love my family, and I'm praying for y'all. I want y'all's success. I want you to have much success, right? So I will be holding you guys accountable. Anybody else, hit me in the DMs. Hit my line. If you got my number, hit my line. 706-288-6305. Said it real quick, man. Y'all better get it. Listen up. Hit my line. Hey, I want to see you be successful, straight up and down. With that being said, man, going to this Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley. You talking about success? You talking about a dream? You talking about following your dream? This is a 24-year-old. There's a lot of split decisions going on, and I got a special guest who's going to jump on. I got a special guest who's about to jump on. There you go, and we're going to talk about this, man. Love to hear his perspective. He is from Southwest Atlanta, right? He went to a HBCU, right? I don't call him Dr. Drew for no reason, man. This dude is a philosopher. He is truly a doctor, and bruh, got so much knowledge. I would love to hear his take. So, why not get him on the Better as Possible podcast, man? So with that being said, Dr. Drew is getting on the Better as Possible podcast. We're going to talk about Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley. There's a perspective that we got to discuss. Woo! Woo! There's a perspective that we got to discuss. Dr. Drew in the house. That boy, a philosopher from Savannah State University, Southwest Atlanta, representing.
Here?
They can't tell him nothing. Where you from, Dr. Drew?
Having me.
Huh?
I said, how's it going? Thank you for having me. Can you hear me?
Yes, man. Hey, Dr. Drew, man, I appreciate you for joining the Better as Possible podcast, bro. Big blessings, much success. With that being said, Drew, I know you watched the fight this weekend. Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley. How'd you let's just talk about the fight in general. How'd you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I imagine a lot of people. What's up, Jay? My brother Jay is on.
Hey, Jay Val.
Yeah, we severely disappointed, but you know, I expected it to be disappointing because it was Jake Paul. So like, the only good thing that could have came of it personally for me is if there was a vicious Jake Paul knockout being on the receiving end, and that didn't happen. So that made it a disappointment, but it was cool.
Very, I wouldn't say entertaining. I think the build-up was more entertaining than anything. The memes, I guess the back and forth jabs that they were doing at each other, more exciting than the actual fight.
It gave you WWF vibes. There was more of a show than a fight. You know?
Very much so. No, I agree with you 100%, man. Bro, that's a good analogy when it comes down to it, because I feel that it's more show than boxing in a sense, right?
But in the world of Instagram, that's everything. It's about the show. It's about the show. It makes the check. So,
hey, dollar bills. This man is 24 years old, right? Jake Paul from Cleveland, Ohio. Some would say that he's a culture vulture. Some would say that he is definitely taken from the culture and trying to manipulate it in a sense, right? You being from Southwest Atlanta, you being from a HBCU, and really growing up in culture, your perspective when it comes down to a Jake Paul being a 24-year-old, I mean, is he a businessman? Is he a villain? What do you think?
So we're talking about this the other day. I think there's two different ways to hate Jake Paul. So my disdain for him comes from the fact that, like you said, he relishes in the villain. Like he plays it up too much. Like the whole pulling off Floyd's hat.
Bro.
Was that yeah, like that's him. Like, so that is the part that I think a lot of us, like, you love to hate people like that. Like as an Atlanta fan, right? I grew up watching the Braves. We hate the Yankees. We hate the Mets. We, Trae Young. We hate the Knicks. Like, because it's that vibrato. It's that not vibrato. It's that energy though they bring. It's like it's easy to hate them. It's easy to hate them. But the one thing I respect about Jake Paul is, like, in this space, like, you can be whoever you want to be in Instagram culture. You know what I mean? Like, you can do anything. He just woke up and decided he was going to be a boxer. And, like, I think we can all take something from that. Like, we listen to the naysayers too easily, or we become our biggest naysayer. And he didn't, like, what does he have to do to be a boxer? He just woke up.
Bro, start recording.
And now he's making millions.
I would equate that to a Donald Trump effect, right? And the only reason why I say that is because didn't have experience at all, had a big mouth, big check, right? And was able to say whatever he wanted and put himself in a position where he ultimately became a president. You have a 24-year-old who came from Disney. He was a Disney guy, you know what I'm saying? And then started doing YouTube videos and Instagram videos, and then said, hey, I'm a boxer now. Him and his brother both, hey, we're boxers. We put some gloves on, catch some video of us, now we're boxers. What's up?
You gotta respect that. So if that's not proof of manifestation, I don't know what is. Donald
Come
Trump,
on.
him, like you have to understand, like if you just decide something to be and speak it into existence and just take the steps and do it, it happens no matter what. Like, so you got to think about that. Like in your own life, what are things that you're not taking advantage of that you're actually at least partially qualified for?
True.
Like you just out of self-doubt, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take that risk. I'm not going to take that job or that promotion. And it's actually something you studied for and are qualified for, and you just that self-doubt throws you off of the plan, right? Whereas these guys out here have no qualifications whatsoever and just like, I'm going to be the president. I'm going to be Obama.
His brother has fought Floyd Mayweather.
You know what I'm saying?
How, Sway? But I think that's where you have the hate, right? Where people are like, dang, I wish that I could do that.
But you can. That's the moral
People
story.
don't get it, right? They're like, this dude can't even fight, but I wish I could fight like him. I wish I could be fighting. But they don't do it. They don't even go after their own dreams, their own goals. But this dude right here saying, bro, hey, I'm a boxer. And I don't care what nobody say. And I just sold out Cleveland. I just sold out the arena. And
Man.
Tyron Woodley.
And so then ask yourself, like, that's what I've been doing lately. Like over the last, because I said,
J. Paul got you thinking, dog. What the hell?
yeah, like you gotta reevaluate your life after you witness something like that. Like, what am I not taking advantage of just because I wasn't crazy enough to do it?
Yeah.
Like, my aspirations need to be more unrealistic because my shit makes too much sense. Because he just woke up and said I can do whatever I want to do. So I need to start like thinking bigger.
I think the quote that comes to mind is from Esai. Esai says, "Dream so big that you can touch your imagination."
That you can touch your imagination.
Right? I'm not dreaming big enough.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm not touching my imagination. This like
Bro,
you said.
I'm gonna put a white coat on tomorrow and post it on Instagram. Look, I'm gonna be a doctor in like
and say Dr. Drew.
You know what I'm saying? Already manifestation.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Drew.
COVID shots. What's up? Yo, I'm in here. Like, I'm not dreaming big enough. Like, apparently I don't have a Lambo because I said I wasn't getting a Lambo. Like, I gotta start big. I gotta do better.
You just gotta dream crazy. You gotta believe crazy. And
that's
how crazy things happen. Like big crazy things. Big.
No, that's what I'm taking from the reality is like, yeah, you can look at it as he's a clown and blah blah blah, but you could really do whatever you want to do if you decide to it. So respect him. And I hope. Do you think? Here's my question to you, sir. Do you think what's his name? Tyron Woodley.
Tyron Woodley. Yep.
He said to do a rematch, he's got to get a tattoo of "I love Jake Paul" on him to do the rematch. Do you think he's gonna do it?
I think that Tyron Woodley's in a position where he's trying to get a check, right?
And this check he can get because he's 39-year-old.
He's 39 years old. He's trying to start a boxing career. And he's dreaming big, right? Let's just be completely honest. He's dreaming big. He's touching his imagination. He's able to do it. He wants that bag, and that was the biggest bag that he's got for fighting. And he's a former UFC champion, right? So in a position like that, I think he's gonna take it. I love Jake Paul. He's like, I'm a I love Jake Paul tattoo and try to get this bag because he gonna go down bad like that. But Jake Paul still. He's thinking, he's like, bro, that's promo. Everywhere you go, somebody's going to have to say, bro, he got a I love Jake Paul tattoo.
Yeah.
You're going to always promote me.
He's got a different play going. He's running a different play. And he's using this Instagram and the hype and all this as free promotion. And it's running up him a check.
Jake Paul is the kid who bought the cheat code books when he was younger. And he studied the cheat codes. So he knows like the up, back down, A, B, A, B. He knows those plays, and everybody else is like, man, how do you do that? He's already studied it. And for him to be so young and doing what he's doing, people can hate on him as much as possible. Haters gonna make fans. They gonna make fans.
Facts.
They're gonna continue to talk about you, like him or love him. This kid is 24 years old. He's fighting on the big stage. He's making lots of money. He's being successful. You can call him dumb. You can call him. You could say he can't really fight. Whatever you want. You can wish for him to get knocked out. To some, he's a villain. To a lot of people, he's a champion. He's a hero.
And let's not like sideswipe the fact like isn't he like 6'5"? Like he's not just some random actor.
I don't
like
know.
Motherfucker could probably dunk.
They're athletic. Both of the brothers are fairly athletic.
Like let's not just he's not just like, you know what I'm saying, Kevin Hart. You know what I mean? Like he could win.
Kevin Hart. Damn.
I don't know that now that he's professionally trained. Like I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, walk down a dark alley and like I try my best, but like, you know what I'm saying, he's an athlete. It's not like he's some guy. So yeah, man, but more power to him, man. More power to him. I'm interested. It's definitely revitalizing a sport that's not really mainstream. So I mean, he's
really?
So.
Is it revitalizing or is it washing it down? Because we both agreed that it brought the WWF to boxing, right?
So the question is it supposed to be a brawl or is it supposed to make money? Because it's making money. It might not be
money.
Aim, but really is, you know, CTE what we going after? Like if they can both live long, healthy lives and make a check, I mean, I guess that's what everything is now. Like the news is not the news, it's people like arguing. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? Everything is entertainment these days when it's on your phone. So
I think that what he's doing is running, like you said, he's running a play, right? It's a very successful play, and he's getting as much money as he could possibly get. Pay-per-view aren't cheap, right? So you're seeing more and more people wanting to see, and as he continues to build his fame, more and more people want to see him get knocked out. So it's even better for him. He's like, bro, these people hate me, so they're gonna buy it to see me fight and wish that I get knocked out. But I just fought in Cleveland. I fought at home.
Right.
Even at the end of the fight, he was like, bro, who was that judge who gave him a round? In my hometown, you tripping.
Look, that's what
bro.
I'm saying. So I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Look, I'm trying to take notes. Like, how can I run play in my life? That's what
Dream big, bro. There's nothing that you can't accomplish.
Facts.
And that's what we're learning. Now, we're speaking of fights and we're speaking of perspective. With you being from Atlanta, would you say that he's stealing from the culture? Would you say that what is your take on it? Because you come from a different perspective, Drew.
Yeah, and I see where you're going. I can't really speak on his, I don't know his background. You kind of told me about it, but I don't know. I don't know that. It would appear, okay. But some might say the same thing. So I don't know that. You know what I mean? But I think no. Who was asking about where he was from? Oh man, it was an interview. Somebody was talking to him on. I watched it, saying, and he wasn't really where he was from. Something like that, to that effect.
Right. Yeah, he's from the suburbs of Cleveland.
Okay, right. So yeah, like I don't know. I don't know that to be true. But again, on the Instagram culture, like again, this is old mind thinking. Like we think that we actually have to be who we are.
Come on, run that back, Drew. And put people in the back. Say it one time, Drew.
Like we think we have to be who we are. Like we qualify ourselves because we're this way or that way, or we've been this way for a long time, or we work in this industry. Now all our jobs have to be in this industry. Or you know what I'm saying? Like we create patterns that don't exist and hold ourselves captive to them. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay. I don't know what his upbringing is, but he appears to be a boxer as of yesterday. so that's cool. Like that's inspiring, but I don't know. I don't know I would say I have a unique experience and upbringing, and it shaped me in a certain way too. But I try to reinvent myself every day as well. He's doing a better job of it than I, apparently. Like
I told you what he did, bro. He brought the cheat code book. He knows exactly.
Yeah,
he knows what to do.
So I'm all about. I mean, if you can say the opposite, like if you come from a humble beginning, if you come from a challenged background and you overcome it, like that's a story. He comes from the suburbs, and his dad made $50,000 a year, and he got on Disney Channel and then became a boxer. Like, it don't hit the same, but that's a come up. This man fought for millions of dollars on television.
That is definitely a come up. And I guess it just goes to show, like, it don't matter. Like, it don't matter.
If you get into the money, everything else is a lot easier. And to be about terms is an empowering thing that a lot of us haven't experienced. So again, I'm down for that. Like, I'm down for that. He caught his own shot. And he played the play. Like, that's impressive, bro. That's impressive. So I'm off and hate on him too much.
You really can't. I mean, you want to see him as a villain. You want to say, bro, what you're doing is stupid, is childish, is whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, hey, this man is making millions of dollars. He's putting fans in the stands. He's all over the news. He's one of the most searched athletes right now. Look, he's considered an athlete, not a YouTuber anymore. One of the most searched athletes right now. And he's able to put himself in a position where he can do whatever he wants. Like I said, his brother just fought Floyd Mayweather.
So here's the question I have then, or like what I'll leave you with is, starting tomorrow, what's up, Mr. Payne? Nice job on the dub today.
What's going on, bro?
Anthony Payne just made $1,000 today, man. Shout out to you, sir.
Thank you for tuning in to the Better Responsible Podcast, Payne.
No, what I would leave y'all with though, as I get off, is like starting tomorrow. This is actually a perfect time for Anthony Payne. You missed the whole conversation, but the whole point is you can reinvent yourself whenever and wherever if you decide to and have a plan. So tomorrow, you wake up. Who are you gonna be? Like, what's the new life you're gonna speak to existence and start as of tomorrow? Because this clown started as a boxer, you know what I'm saying, and made it real. It just made millions of dollars. So what do you aspire to be? What are you working on? What are you too afraid to put out there? And just tomorrow start. Be that person.
Just jump.
Yeah, let's go.
Just jump, man. Hey, touch your imagination, man. Big blessings and much success. Dr. Drew, man. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you for joining the Better Possible Podcast, bro. Always a blessing, man. Many blessings and much success to my boy, Dr. Drew. Like you said, what do you want to do? Who do you want to be? Big blessings, man. No stressing. With that being said, man, I don't know how y'all feeling about Jake Paul, but understand this, man. You can look at him as a villain. You can look at him as a hero. You can look at him however you choose. But understand, this man is living his dreams. And no matter how much you want to hate, no matter how much you dislike, you got to respect that. You got to respect somebody going after what they want out of their life and truly touching their imagination, truly making their dreams their realities. Dr. Drew posed a great question. What are you going, when you wake up in the morning, you got breath in your body, you got opportunity. You wake up in the morning, who is it? What is it? Who do you want to be? What is the ultimate goal? What is the ultimate dream that you want to accomplish? Are you starting to work for that? Work towards that? Are you going to remain the same person that you've been? Look in the mirror and say, man, I wish I could be better. Don't wish for it. Just go do it. Just go be it. You got this. It's not, it's not as hard as it sounds. It's not as hard as it may seem. This man is a boxer now, right? This man's a boxer now. Don't worry about, oh, you got money, you got no. Just start going towards what you want, and opportunities are gonna appear for you. Greatness is in you, man. You already know this. With that being said, man, this is another great episode of the Better Is Possible Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. Tune in each and every Monday, 10 p.m. Better as Possible podcast. Radio, from podcast to a radio show. Big blessing, no stressing. Tune in each and every Thursday, 10 p.m. to the Better as Possible show on BFAM 109.6 down at Truist Park, man. Woo! How about them Braves? Yes, sir. We'll talk about it on Thursday. Thank you again for tuning in. Have a good night. I'll see y'all next week. Better as Possible. Let's go!